What's up, YouTube? Giant Midget here, and finally got the camera mounted and set up and all that jazz. The weather's pretty fucking terrible tonight. It's cold, yeah. It's chilly. It's not too cold. Anyway, I'm doing this mostly as an audio test to make sure my mic is working nice. If I put this on the other clip that I did earlier, show you I ordered the wrong fucking microphone. I ordered the microphone for the HD, which is 2.5 millimeter, and I got the Ghost, which is 3.5 millimeter. So the microphone didn't fit. The microphone plug didn't fit, so I had to go get an adapter. And the adapter that I got from Radio Shack was just massive. There's no way at all that it's going to fit in the hole, so I had to electrical tape it to the side of the helmet and kind of just jury rig it up there. And I ordered a thinner adapter that hopefully will work better, but it won't be here till for another few weeks probably, because it's probably being shipped from Japan somewhere. So once that gets in, I'll try it. But this little one I got from Radio Shack should hold up for a little while. Let's see, where are we going today? I want to test out the wind noise, so I'm gonna go find me a highway or something. I also want to check out my camera angle to see how it does with this angle. I might change it up a little bit later if it's not set right. School zones. Going so fucking slow. Anyway, oh shit, I don't know what to talk about now. Let's talk about riding in the rain. Now, I'm not some macho guy who's like, oh yeah, I ride in rain and shine. I don't really care. I ride because I love riding, not because I have to. And riding in the rain is like having sex with an extremely fat chick. You do it if you have to. If that's all you got, you'll do it. But if you got a choice, why? So, if I know it's going to rain, I'll just drive my fucking truck. Why get the bike all dirty and run the extra risk of, getting in an accident or dumping the bike when you don't have to? I mean, sure, if I get caught out in the rain, and I'm fucking on the bike already, I'll just ride in it. I'm not going to pull over and hide under a bridge or some shit. But I'm not going to purposely put myself out there. Which is a funny topic, because it very well might rain on my ass today. It is, it's been raining all morning, and according to my weather app on my phone, it says not going to rain again until 6 o'clock. So I thought, well, what the hell? Screw the shitty weather and screw me being sicker than a dog. I'm going to go out and try this new microphone and camera out. So let's pick the speed up here a little bit. lean on. Oh, yeah. I got pulled over right here. Back when I was a teenager, these girls were like, "Will you teach me how to drive?" I'm like, "You got your license?" "No." And of course my dumbass was like, "Sure, why not? What the hell?" And oh my god, the chick could not drive. I tried so hard to get her to do what she needed to do, but she just did not have all of the abilities that she needed. Anyway, so we pulled over and we're getting ready to switch it up, and this cop pulls up like, and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, I'm gonna get out and pretend to listen under the hood. We're just gonna act like you were you were revving the engine for me because I thought I heard something. And the cop bought it. And so we walked out of there with no issues, but that was pretty fucking close. Some of the cops, I live in Dallas, Oregon, and some of the cops out here are actually pretty cool. Again, in my stupider, younger days, I got pulled over after doing cookies in the park in my car, and the cop was like, license registration? Oh, okay, well, let me go back for a second, because what happened was I had my cousin in the car, and being the only one of the people, my friends and everything that had a car, I was the one that everybody called for rides, and I had actually lost my insurance. I stopped paying on it for months. I think it was like 9 months that I hadn't had insurance. And so anyway, but we're driving around, and my cousin's like, "Hey, can we go pick up my friends? They're over at Safeway." Well, I'm like, all right. So we go over to Safeway and we pick up his friends, and they get in with these backpacks and they're clinking. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And they're like, oh, we just 5-finger discounted a whole bunch of wine and beer. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, whatever. So we're screwing off, and like my cousin's like, oh, you got to show them how you can do cookies in this thing, because this is a Geo Metro. So what he called cookies was basically just flipping a 180 with the e-brake. But so we hit, and I was like, fine, after the peer pressure and whatnot. And anyway, so I went and I did one, and as I'm doing it, there's this guy standing there with his phone, and I'm like, oh shit. So we boogied on out of there, and of course the cops, it's a small town, so the cops saw us and they went to pull us over. And I looked in the back seat and I was like, if I hear one clink, I will kill you all. Anyway, well, the cop didn't mess around. The cop got my license, my registration, all this stuff, and he noticed that my insurance was expired, and I was like, yeah, I meant to go get it, whatever. And he's like, well, I can't let you drive until you get your insurance. And I'm like, well, I got to get my car home. What do I do? And he was like, well, I'm gonna go that way, and he points behind me, and he goes, and I don't want to see you driving this with it until you get insurance. And I was like, I'm completely dense. I'm like, all right, but I can't leave it here. I got to get home. He goes, I'm gonna go that way, and I don't want to see you driving it until you get insurance. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. Thank you. So, yeah, I got it home, and I think I went and I got insurance the next day. He did give me a ticket, but I took it to the judge, and I was like, look, I got insurance now. I'm keeping it paid up, and they said, fine, keep it. Bring us proof that you're keeping it maintained for the next few months, and we'll take it and waive it. So I didn't end up paying a ticket, and it didn't go on my record, which is really nice, because I ended up getting a job as a driver, and tickets on my record is not a good thing. Not something I want at all. So Thank you for waiting, car. So anyway, yeah, the cops are out here pretty cool. If you treat them with respect, they'll treat you with respect. And hell, everybody in this town's pretty cool. I mean, the kids would get pretty fucking bored because there's nothing to do here, and so they get into trouble a lot. But other than that, I mean, shit, it's a pretty mellow town. Love it out here. Not to mention, I get a ride 18 miles a day to go to work, and oh boy, do I love riding. So, hello. Oh, that's that Radio Shack. The Radio Shack I got that adapter at is right there. So, well, anyway, I think I'm gonna call this quits for this one. I don't know how long I've been recording. Should be enough to test the audio. Anyways, guys, I will catch you later. Checked out my iPhone 6 mount. How's that? Yeah, that's nice. I got the app for the Drift Ghost on there too, but I can't use it with the gloves. I even put that text stuff on your fingers so you can use screen whatever, but it doesn't work very well. So anyway, all right, well, I'm gonna cut it off here. I'll do another vlog here soon. There looks like some nicer weather coming up next week. Maybe I'll do a road trip or something. So, all right, guys, Giant Midget out.